When people think of currency, we often think of money, but I like to think of our lives as kind of having three main currencies that we are constantly spending. And these currencies are money, energy, and time. I feel like every decision that we make in terms of how we are exerting ourselves and creating the life that we live or the life that we want to live is this constant kind of not necessarily a battle, but just this choice that we have to make in terms of how we spend each of these currencies.
Imagine for a moment that you work a demanding full-time job while also trying to build a side business. Every day, you have to make decisions about how to spend your three currencies: time, money, and energy, knowing that each decision is going to affect your future life, wealth, and health. Let's say it's Monday morning and you wake up at 6 a.m., exhausted. You have the option to go for a morning run, which means you're going to spend some energy, but it should hopefully contribute to your overall health. Or you could sleep in and preserve the energy that you do have for work. You decide to rest, knowing that a long day at work awaits you. At work, you're spending your time and energy on meetings and deadlines, exchanging them for a stable paycheck or money. But as the day drags on, your energy is dwindling. By 7 p.m., you're home. You now have the option to 1. Work on your side business, so spending energy to build your wealth, or 2. To relax and recharge, to preserve your energy for your health. You decide to push through and work on your business for 2 hours. This is an investment in your future, but energetically, you do feel the strain. On Saturday, you have to make a bigger decision. Your friends have invited you to a social event. You haven't seen your friends in weeks, but you also need to work on your business. So you face a choice. Do you spend time on your friendships? Do you spend time on the business? Or do you rest and recover? You decide that you're going to work on your business in the morning and meet your friends in the evening, but this comes at the cost of feeling exhausted the next day. Constantly depleting your energy without recovery is going to lead to burnout. So you've decided to start spending money, the currency of your wealth, on delegation, hiring a virtual assistant to ease the workload. You also schedule in intentional rest to replenish your energy. Over time, this is going to allow you to transition your side business into a sustainable income source, ultimately giving you more time freedom. Balancing a full-time job and a side hustle requires strategic spending of time, money, and energy. The key to recognizing how to navigate this is knowing when to spend, invest, or replenish each currency, because spending too much in one area without replenishment is going to lead to depletion in another. The ultimate goal is to align all three currencies to serve the bigger picture vision of living a fulfilling, sustainable, and impactful life.
Everybody has these three currencies in varying degrees, and the ways in which we use these currencies, we spend these currencies, we kind of like make withdrawals from them or deposits into them in our day-to-day actions, kind of help us to design our lifestyle. I think it's important to also kind of note that I think that a currency is different to capital. We think of different kinds of capital in life, whether that is like social capital, information capital, relational capital. We have these different kinds of capital, but I like to think of capital more so as a store of value, and it's something that we can leverage. It's something we build over time and something that we can leverage. Whereas currencies are things that we are kind of always actively drawing upon and spending. So we're always spending our time. Time is always passing. We are always exerting energy. And if we're not exerting our energy, then we are kind of like preserving it or saving it. And we are always either spending money or we are saving money and finding ways to kind of preserve money. This way of thinking about the different currencies that we have in life, I think is really useful for people like myself who might be polymaths or people who are interested in maybe having more of an impact in their life. Even people who are maybe thinking about decisions that they might need to make in terms of like your career or if you run a business. We all have this idea of what our ideal life looks like. And in order to get from where we are to where we want to be, we have to constantly be making decisions about which of these currencies we are going to spend to get there. So time is the currency of our life. And even though time is always passing us, I think we don't have to think about time as kind of this passive thing that we have no control over. We can also think of it in more active terms. And I like to think of the two types of time in Greek mythology, the gods Kronos and Kairos. In Greek mythology, these are two gods that represent the two different types of time. Kronos is that chronological time. It's that quantitative time where we kind of can measure time through minutes, seconds, days, weeks. Kairos is a qualitative measure of time, and it's more about the quality of our time and the moments in our life. In the Greek mythology, Kairos is depicted as having this really weird haircut where there's like hair on the front but no hair on the back. And I believe the idea was that once Kairos like passed you by, you couldn't grab onto him by anything. So once these moments pass you by, you can't like grab onto them and kind of bring them back to you. So I really like that analogy. And I think thinking about time as both something that is quantitative but also qualitative helps us to be more intentional about how we spend that currency. We can spend our time with more purpose by spending our time on passion projects. So engaging in work that aligns with our curiosity and passions and purpose to foster more motivation and impact. Making sure our relationships are aligned. So investing time in mentorship, collaborations, partnerships, relationships, and friendships that are going to strengthen our networks and support systems and bring us more deeper connections. Engaging in rest and reflection, so taking breaks, meditating, and engaging in leisure activities that will replenish our creative energy and prevent burnout. And ensure that we consider our legacy. Time spent contributing to future generations through our writing, teaching, or problem solving is a way that we can leave a lasting mark on the world. Time is our most valuable asset because unlike money or energy, it can't be replenished in the same way. Money is the currency of our wealth, and we can spend our money with more purpose by buying time, outsourcing any non-essential tasks to create more space for meaningful work and exploration, by funding passion projects, so investing in ideas, research, and creative pursuits that are going to contribute to our personal growth or societal progress, by supporting others, so contributing to communities, mentorship, and initiatives that foster knowledge sharing, innovation, and impact. And of course, experiential learning, traveling, attending events, and engaging with experts in various fields to deepen our understanding of the world. Our energy is the currency of our health, and it's the thing that determines our capacity to think, act, and engage in the world and actually execute tasks and move forward. We can spend our energy with more purpose by ensuring that our energy is directed towards our passion projects, prioritizing pursuits that are going to spark curiosity and contribute to growth to prevent our energy from being wasted on trivial matters. Ensuring that our health supports our ambitious goals, building a really strong physical and mental foundation is going to enable us to pursue high-level intellectual and creative challenges. And of course, ensuring that our energy is reinvested in learning and innovation. By maintaining high energy levels, we can continually evolve and adapt to make lasting contributions to the world. I think at the end of the day, the best thing about thinking about currencies in this way is that when you're needing to make a decision, it's not just going to be a matter of how much is this going to cost me in terms of monetary expenditure. When we think about things as costing us our time, our money, and our energy, then it allows us to make more decisions and be a little bit more strategic and intentional about how we spend our life. If you liked this video, I have a full article on my Substack where I kind of go into each of these in a little bit more detail and kind of just explain my thinking behind them. As always, you can subscribe to me and check out my Purposeful Polymath playlist where I share videos kind of documenting my experience, trying to explore this journey of lifelong learning and the path of the polymath.